What's up, Headbangers? Welcome to Painting in Chaos, man. We're in Unreil Studios. Mate, we want to thank Jai with the setup and the organisation. He's done a fucking mad job, man. He's also the guitar tech of Unreil Studios, and basically he's also part of our Headbangers crew as well. So we want to thank him for his efforts, man. And Unreil Studios have got a fantastic promotion for this video. 10% off their guitar strings, accessories. As I said, 10% off. You just got to put in the code Headbangers. We also got it in the video description, and I'm so excited because the gentleman next to me, Elias from Anoxia, mate. Anoxia had an album called Revel In Sin, and it's been fucking a great album, mate. How's the reaction been to the album, bro?
Yeah, it's been insane. So obviously we released the EP Language and Suffering a couple of years ago. It gave us the platform just to continue touring, writing, and just gave us the platform to continue as a band. Then we just started jamming a bit more, started writing, knuckled down, got James on board, who's our bassist now, to write a full length, and before we knew it, Revel In Sin was born. Since then, we've released it a bit over a month ago. We've done a bit of a tour for it along Melbourne, Canberra, and the hometown show in Sydney, and all shows were amazing. Sydney one especially was really, really cool, just packed, and great reception to that, and we're just continuing doing our thing.
For those of you that don't know Anoxia, they basically have actually got some accolades in the last month since the album was launched. Countless album reviews, been featured on Heavy Mag, the radio's been, they're on national radio as well through the Metal network as well. The album launch, I was so lucky to be there, and I remember that night, it was like yesterday. Everyone was decked out, no joke, everyone was decked out in Anoxia gear. It was like a big headline band, and it was Melbourne, a great venue. It was just packed to the rafters, man, and I'm just like, you know, there was basically a great reception, man. Like you know, I know you're humble, but mate, you know, it's just basically, that must have just touched your heart, man.
Yeah, it did. Like, we were there just setting up just before we played, and then we were taken back just seeing a whole bunch of family and friends, just the venue full, just seeing the Anoxia logo everywhere, just there to support us, celebrate the album, and it just felt like a big party. It was really cool.
Yeah. It was a party to celebrate the success, but your performance and of the whole band, it was really a statement performance because we also did a review on it as well, the live review, and we was just like, just the war energy was, you know, it was organic, it was loose and stuff like that. And you know, also part of your success, you've got a good team. You've got Anthony from Your Mate Bookings, and you've got the Brilliant Empire, Prince Cabell, mate. They've had a big part of it as well during this campaign, yeah.
Yeah, they've been very supportive. We're thankful to have a whole bunch of networks just helping us out. So Anthony from Your Mate Bookings, he's not just a great manager and promoter, but he's a friend of ours that I've known and Joey's known for a touch under 15 years. So we've known each other for a very long time. So he's just there helping us steer the ship, just helping us grow. Obviously, Prince Cabal, they were part of our team for the EP as well. They released it on tape then, and then they've released it on CD and tape this time around, and then Brilliant Emperor has jumped on board. They've been really cool as well to get out on vinyl and help us out with the merch, as well as a few other people as well, like yourself, yeah. Headbangers Australia, just helping us push things as well. Obviously radio, like you mentioned, Heavy Mag, Andrew Hogue Radio, and then our own endorsements like Rev Amps and in-tune guitar picks and Laboga cables, things like that. So just a lot of different moving parts have just helped us grow as a band, just helped us keep moving along.
Yeah. Before we kick off with the art, but just to sum it up, you've got a good team, and to go forward, to go forward, and you've got to have a good team, and you guys have that, and it's massive. And we want to, on behalf of Headbangers Australia, we want to say congratulations to you guys, all the crew and the team that made it a massive success, and the journey's just getting started. So mate, you should, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, mate, one of the reasons why we have Painting in Chaos is to talk about the arts. Yep. So Revel In Sin, the artwork, it's very bold, it's very basically organic, like with the plant, with my interpretation.
Yep.
So basically, how did the idea come about, and how did you find the artist that was able to get that caption?
Yeah, so personally, I've been following the artist Paolo Girardi from Italy. I've been following his work for a long time, just through buying bands, different albums, through social media, Instagram, and the like. And we reached out to him, just started making contact, not even for work per se, but just conversation as well. Became good friends along the way. Asked him to do the EP Language in Suffering artwork, and he agreed to do so. We didn't give him any specific ideas for that. We just told him early 90s death metal, here are the lyrics and a song, and go for gold. So Language in Suffering is his complete idea, which we were blown away with. We were really happy with that. The artwork looked amazing, still looks amazing. And between that, as well as appreciating the artwork we had, we were writing and doing our own thing, and we saw that he released some amazing artworks for bands like Revocation, the Black Dahlia Murder, and it was a different perspective on things compared to how ours is just up close to Language and Suffering. And touched base with him again, said we have an album coming out. This is the title, Revel In Sin, but also gave a couple of songs, some lyrics, but then gave him a bit of an idea where we threw some of the old early 90s death metal albums at him that were just this big, zoomed out, almost desolate landscape, just an eerie atmosphere, and he just went and rolled with it. The colour palette and the idea was completely his. There's so much hidden detail in there, like little hidden faces or bones falling from the sky and things like that.
Wow.
And, yeah, so many little details every time I look.
Yeah.
And it just gives the interpretation of an early 90s death metal aesthetic, which is what we went for.
Yeah, because basically I didn't know that, because when I look at the cover, for me, I just see like, I just see all these, for me they look like trees, seaweeds, and like, probably, we've got the graphic on the screen. I recommend you guys to pause it, just to see all these little Easter eggs that he's thrown in, man. Yeah. And basically, so you got that death metal kind of theme, and he interpreted it based on the lyrics that you sent him.
Yeah, so that's what, it was a combination of the lyrics, giving him a rough idea of how we wanted things to look. Like Language and Suffering is this zoomed in, just figure. We want to go the opposite to somewhere, some zoomed out, just horizon or landscape, just how we interpret just something like hell to look in some sort of ways. We gave him some of his own ideas of previous artworks just to give him a vibe to go with, as well as some of the classic early 90s death albums like Suffocation, Morbid Angel, Gorguts, things like that, where there's just layers upon layers in this just wide landscape of a picture.
Yeah, because you also talked about the EP as well when you found him as well. So you've done the same process with him as well. Is there any Easter eggs as well on that cover with the EP?
Yeah, for sure. There's lots of little hidden details. Like if people look at it, you can see a whole bunch of bones or bats flying in the sky. Or even on the bottom left-hand corner, I believe, there's like a little, but very bright green, almost soul leaving just a deceased kind of carcass.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that attracted me to Paolo's art, was the amount of detail and little hidden things he adds in there. Like in this one, there's just some sort of demonic figure hiding on the bottom right-hand corner, and just bones being pulled out from the plants and things like that. And so we love what he did there, but we also love the look as well, where everything he does is hand painted, and it's just not just creates a classic kind of image, but it's very unique these days where people embrace technology, and rightly so. We just wanted to go the opposite, where you don't see hand painted art as much these days, so we just went for it.
Yeah, because I remember before you guys made the announcement, it was all hand painted, and you also mentioned to me that it was through a cover, and I was like, oh, okay, it's interesting, because I've always seen the digital kind of way of art, and the way it's impact from the canvas to digital, it still looks fucking awesome.
It does.
And I take it you're a massive fan of his artwork. Is there a particular album cover from any band that you go, this is my go-to cover of his artwork in my personal collection? Do you have a personal favourite of his?
Yeah, so just for different reasons, ignoring ours just because they're just different stages of his history, so to speak. But we love the recent Black Dahlia album one he did, because that's also just kind of a broader landscape, but then we love the Revocation album, Nether Heavens artwork, just because it's very chaotic and just so much detail in there as well. But also the way he paints things, you could hang it up in a gallery. It's just so much detail, just almost beautiful the way he paints things as well as just so much chaos within the pictures.
Yeah, man. And hopefully one day, you'd be able to hire a studio where you can showcase all his work. Because I remember I've seen one with the YouTube video. I can't remember the artist. It was in Sweden where he did like Arch Enemy, At the Gates. He basically had all this artwork, and it was like history. It was like a heavy metal museum. Man. It was like, and that's the kind of thing that I like about doing Painting in Chaos, because it's basically the fucking how they interpret lyrics or with your artist and basically put it in where it's presented, and it actually ties into the music. Well, now we've got that understanding of it, man. And the good thing about having good artwork, they're good for merch, So you've got a backdrop of merch. You've got a tote bag.
Yeah, you got the tote bag. You've got the hat as well, which we managed to find a supply as well. It's got the artwork underneath, which is actually really, really cool. It's one of those things as well where, how many times have you gone into a shop to buy an album and you've never heard of the band or the album, but you pick it up and buy it because of the artwork? We wanted to create that kind of vibe, or just things that you don't just love hearing, even though music's extremely important, but you love the aesthetic of the merch. So we just took as much of it as we could, just creating the hats, the bags, the t-shirts and hoodies, and some limited edition merch for Atheist coming up, which can't share just yet, but you guys will see in a few weeks. Just embracing the art and what we can do with it, what he's done for us. A lot of that's going to be available on our website after the tour, but we're really thankful just because he's also embraced the Anoxia look we've been going for, with not just this, but the EP as well, with the yellow. So we just went for that old vibe as well. So it's just a good marriage of his artwork and our image that we want to create, and just works out that it complements our music and looks great on t-shirts and things like that too.
Yeah, because also the artwork and the logo, it also sets that kind of, it's a good branding as well. So it's really good tied in as well, man. And basically, I know that a lot of death metal fans, they love wearing shorts with the logos. I've seen guys go, also now got the shorts. They also got the shorts as well. What's with the shorts with the death metal logos? I listen to all drummers and metal, but I just don't get it. It's like just to get something. Just one of those, or?
You know what it is? It's one of those things where in wintertime we're wearing jeans and our favourite metal shirts and whatnot. Then you get to summer. A lot of bands have the mosh shorts and the basketball shorts and things like that, and we just thought they can do it, why can't we, kind of thing. And the Anoxia shorts were extremely popular. It's just one of those things you can just wear all time of the year. It's just simple, but it's also repping just metal.
Yeah, well, black blends well with everything, because your drummer's a massive Chicago Bulls fan. Hi, Marco. So basically, the wear will work well with the black shorts.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So you just want to cover all the bases.
See, man, you can wear a metal shirt, basketball, or whatever. It's just, there you go.
It's fashion.
Now, next summer, I'll have to get some shorts off you, and Gosco will have a death metal band, so I can take out as well in shorts. Yeah, you mentioned earlier that you got a tour coming as well. So we've got the links on our video description. Also, the graphics will be popping up as well. Mate, go promote your upcoming gig, bro.
Yeah, we'll do. So we're excited that we're doing our first Australian tour in June with just legends of the genre, Atheist. Sees us play Perth for the first time as well, which is a bit of a big venture because it's the entire other side of the country. So we're doing that with Ashen and Nia Mantra as well, and we're doing the entire East Coast with our mates in Vexation, just supporting Atheist. They're doing Piece of Time kind of anniversary run as well as the other classics, but we're really excited to do that. Just Perth, then Canberra, then Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne, so we're really excited for that.
Yeah, man, it's going to be happening on Sunday week, but by the time the video shop's just a couple of days away, man. So, mate, you're going to get into the fucking back on tour again, have a bit of a break from the album launch, mate. We're also going to mention this is all through your mate Bookings again. Everything does a great work behind the scenes, getting all these obscure bands, and he's proud to wear the shirts. And cool, sick logo, man. We're gonna get it. Anthony should be coming in here one day to talk about some of his work.
I know. Got some cool stuff.
Yeah, so he's welcome to come, Anthony, one day if you're watching, mate. But we want to take the time for the Your Mate bookings, like all the bands and making all these obscure bands, and also those that are not aware of Your Mate bookings. He's booked bands like Rotting Cries, Shrift On Goal.
Yep.
They're all the ones that are hard to get logistically. So follow Your Mate bookings because he's got you never know. We'll make an announcement and he's go, oh yeah.
Exactly.
So before we wrap it up, man, mate, thanks for coming in for this awesome setup again set up by our guitar tech from Unreil Studios and one of our crew members. And if you guys haven't seen Anoxia's current single, I've got it up live. I did a video reaction. Go check it out because you're gonna fucking love it. All right, catch you later, Headbangers.